Welcome to the Ottawa Historical and Scouting Heritage Museum. My name is Molly Perot. I'm Executive Director here at the museum. The Ottawa Historical Scouting Museum actually started out in 1992, and it was the Ottawa Scouting Museum. They felt that Ottawa was the perfect place for the Scouting Museum because of its connections to William Dixon Boyce. W.D. Boyce, who was an Ottawan, is the gentleman who actually incorporated the Boy Scouts of America February the 8th of 1910. Boyce lived here in Ottawa, and Scouting actually maybe got its start here in Ottawa. Scouting Museum side probably draws more visitors because there's more Scouts out there that are looking for their history, and so we get a lot of visitors who come for that. We get troops who come and stay at Starved Rock and are hiking. They come hike some of our trails. They come to see the Scouting side of the history, work on Scout History Merit Badge. While we started with the basic Scouting collection, a few years after that we were gifted with a wonderful collection of Lone Scout memorabilia from a Scouting museum in South Carolina. A lot of the boys who did Lone Scouting, if you could get 5 boys together, you could form what W.D. Boyce called a tribe. These young gentlemen would take it upon themselves to do what they called tribe papers. And they developed their own little newsletters that they would share with the members of the tribe. In the back of this exhibit here, we have one of the printing presses that the kids used. And some of these boys who published these newspapers went on to become authors, publishers, things of that nature. So they developed careers out of that. Our collection of Girl Scout memorabilia includes some paper dolls, all kinds of memorabilia from Girl Scouting. Campfire was big in Ottawa. When I was a girl, I was a campfire girl. We didn't have Girl Scouts in Ottawa till about the 1960s. So we have a lot of campfire memorabilia as well. On the Scouting side of the museum, some of our more popular exhibits are the Pinewood Derby Track, which is a functioning Pinewood Derby track. We have cars that kids can actually run on the track. In the back here, there's a totem pole that was constructed and made by a Boy Scout troop out of Mendota, Illinois. And it tells the history about Eagle Scouts all the way up from the bottom, all the way up to the top, where the eagle sits, perched atop the pole. In the Ottawa history side, we have a permanent exhibit in there which features a home of W.D. Boyce's, a room in his home that was up on the North Bluff, and it portrays him and his daughter, Sydney. Now his daughter, Sydney, was married to a gentleman named Dickinson Bishop. Dickinson Bishop was a survivor of the Titanic, and so that is kind of interesting to me. And then Mr. Bishop and Sydney, they're buried here in Ottawa Avenue Cemetery with W.D. Boyce's family. That's one of our permanent exhibits. We have permanent exhibits on Simeon Gay's Buggy Factory. They used to manufacture buggies here in town, horse-drawn buggies. And then we have a permanent exhibit on the Merrifield Western Cottage organs. Western Cottage organs were produced here in Ottawa, and they're all over the world. And so we have some Western Cottage organs, some information about that. We have information on the Porter Company. J.E. Porter manufactured farm equipment here in Ottawa. In 1858, Ottawa was the site of the first Abraham Lincoln, Stephen A. Douglas debates that were held when they were running for office. There was a lady who was present at that. Her name was Mrs. Fredericks' grandmother, and we have on exhibit in the North Wing a dress that her grandmother wore to the Lincoln-Douglas debates. That's a cool piece for our exhibit. We have, there's a big interest in the collection that we have relating to the radium dial. The radium dial company that was here came to Ottawa in the 1920s. We have a wonderful library table in the North Wing, the Ottawa history side, that belonged to William Dixon Boyce, the founder of Scouting. Came from his home up on the North Bluff. And it's a beautiful piece of furniture, and it's got a nice exhibit in the north wing as well. We have an exhibit currently in the north wing on Hossick House, which is one of our remaining mansions, which is on the South Bluff here in Ottawa. Still standing, was severely damaged by the tornado we had a few years ago. But it's been restored, and we have a lot of pictures of that. So that's on exhibit in the north wing as well. The thing about the Scouting Museum is I think it brings back memories for people. Sitting at the desk one day, and there was a lady who came in who was visiting the museum. She's walking past the exhibit cases, and she stopped, and I heard her mutter to herself, "Elsie Hogston. I remember Elsie Hogston." And there's countless times that I've been in here when gentlemen will stand at an exhibit case looking at old-time Scout books that they worked on. There's the Lion book I had when I was a Lion Scout. Look there's my old Wolf book. Look at this merit badge over here. I earned that merit badge. Did you ever hike this trail? I have that trail medal. Those kinds of things are the memories that people get when they come to this particular museum. Stories that connect to them personally. We'd like for you to come visit us here at the Ottawa Historical and Scouting Heritage Museum. We're open Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We're located at 1100 Canal Street in Ottawa, Illinois, and we'd like to see you come and visit us.